Yo, what's up, guys? So, I haven't made a YouTube video in a really, really long time. So, first of all, we're gonna pour a drink because I want to talk stuff that I've just had on my mind. I haven't even opened. It's brand new. We're drinking some Woodford's Reserve. Not sure. I know there's like a red, green, blue, black, yellow, orange, pink, whatever. We're just drinking the regs. Um, so recently I've been on a big podcast kick, right? And I've been watching like Joe Rogan and of course, Mike Stud, and Impulsive with Logan Paul. And I'm like, dude, I want to do a podcast so bad, but now I just don't have, as like I said, I moved to Michigan. So I don't really have a lot of people to do it with. Like, yeah, I can invite like close friends over, but they may not be interested. So, I just kind of do it. And I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I was like, why don't you just like make a new like series, kind of just like, kind of recapping your week, shit that happened. And I was like, yeah, we're going to do that. So I'm going to start uploading this type of vibe, literally just me chilling on my couch drinking once a week, kind of just telling you stories that really has just happened recently, or and I've been like thinking about a bunch of stories that I could tell you guys, but we'll get there. So let me just start the timer so I know like how long I've been going. So yeah, I'm drinking Woodford's Reserve. Thought about having a drink and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do. So basically what I wanted to talk about is, I moved to Ohio. I've been here since December 2nd, 3rd. So I'm still not even settled in. I'm not even close. Like, there's a bunch of shit over here, and like we'll talk about it. Um, I kind of got a little bit of personality to it. I got some flags hanging off of my balcony. I got a YNK flag made, and I got some more flags like over here that I'll probably put up back behind me, but I just don't know how I do it because like I have a window cut out, so it's like I can't do a lot of things. By 5 flags that I could hang in my living room, but um, wow, that's pretty good. 45.2% alcohol, 90 proof. Anyways, so I've been listening to Joe Rogan a lot. I've been editing for Mike, and then I watch, depending on who the guest is, I watch Impulsive, just because they usually talk about pretty interesting stuff. Also, this is gonna sound so weird, but I've also last weekend I went home, and on the way home I listened to Call Her Daddy episode. I listened to like 2 episodes. Those two are just wild, and you just kind of get an idea of how like not all girls but most girls think, and it's just absolutely wild some of the shit that happens to them. But yeah, I thought I would start off with like, I haven't been really listening to music a whole bunch. Joe talks about a lot how music can affect you mentally, and I've just been real calm and listening to mostly just like podcasts. I actually made a purchase the other day, and Trevor Wallace, if I don't know if you guys know who that is. He does like really funny videos, and he has this like video talking about AirPods and like how they just make you like douchey. And for a while, I wasn't interested in getting any. And then I've had a couple of friends get them, and they're like, dude, they're like they're fucking awesome. I don't even know how I've went that long without having them. And I actually purchased them, and I've been using them nonstop ever since I got them. So they're like really, really good. So I'll sit at work with one in, and I'll just listen to a podcast, some motivational like Gary V shit, or some motivational like Joe Rogan stuff, just kind of like getting you in the mental of like wanting to actually do shit. Because recently I've just been like my schedule is like I wake up at 5:30. This is Monday through Friday. Wake up at 5:30. Do my morning routine, take a shower, get dressed, eat breakfast, and then usually I have like 20 minutes to kill to watch videos or edit Mike's videos, anything like that. and then I have to leave, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get to work. And then from 7:30 to 4:30, just doing my casual thing, and then get home at 5. And uh recently I've just been really overwhelmed, and overwhelmed with Mike's work, because I think we've just been short and I've had to do a bunch of stuff. And I haven't been able to stream. Like, I know a lot of people like to watch me stream, but I kind of fell off because like I was playing Tarkov all the time, and then now the Tarkov is just not as fun when you're playing like by yourself. So I've played Fortnite here and there, so the video games have been calming me down a lot. But this podcast thing I think is going to be fun to do. So anyways, I bought the AirPods. Been listening to Joe Rogan motivational videos like every morning on the way to work. And in the videos, he told me to write down goals. No, write down your goals. And I did this when I heard like the Charlie Rocket episode on Impulsive, and I just got lazy with it. So I did these, and like if you walk up my stairs, at the top of the stairs, I have the goals written down. And I know one of them is quit vaping. The other one is pay my dad back. My dad has helped me financially over the last year, so I owe him some money. To pay my car off, which I'm over halfway for paying my car off. What was the other one? Like start eating healthy, which I've done that. I have a funny story about that. I'm trying to think of what the other ones are. I know like exercise is gonna be up there. I'm gonna like try to either run or go to the gym once a day. Like if I don't go to the gym, just wake up and run a mile or two, and then be good with it. I've lost like a lot of weight since I moved here, like probably like I don't know, 8 pounds or something like that. So, and I think it's just because of my diet. And the other one was buy a MacBook. And now, what's crazy is, I edit for Mike, and I talked to the filmer, who's Kilmer, and then the guy who like I report to, and his name's Alex, and he does promotional content for the PGA Tour, so he really knows what he's doing. And I talked to both of them about getting a MacBook because I want to start doing music. I want to like start making my own beats, and I want to be able to travel and do all that shit. And I was like, well, you need a MacBook. And my buddy Jared was like, dude, if you're gonna get a MacBook, you need to get a MacBook Pro. I'm like, okay. So I look, and I just so fucking confused how everybody you see has a MacBook Pro. I mean, there's like fucking everybody has one. Especially like around college, around big cities, like every single person has a MacBook Pro. And I'm just like, I don't understand because they're so fucking expensive. I don't know if that's just me, but $2,000. I spent $2,000 on my gaming piece, and that shit does a lot. But a little tiny dinky MacBook and is like $2,400. And like I'm gonna do the Apple Care, so that's like another $300. So like $2,700 for this. And the thing is, I want a 13-inch, and the 13-inch. There's like a deal going on right now with like the 15.6 inches, and it's like $1,900. So if you do the Apple Care, it'll be like $200, $300. And dude, that shit is just so expensive, and I don't understand how. Are you guys all in fucking debt? Like how are you guys like? Everybody and their fucking mom has a MacBook. So I'm gonna eventually have to get a MacBook. I'm saving up money, but like I said, I want to pay off my car, and I also want to pay off my dad, and that right there is between 4 and 5K, and so I'm gonna have to do a lot of saving. I also want to update my setup. I got like the IKEA. If you guys like go back to my like $4,000 gaming setup, it's like that, but I added on the corner piece, and my gaming setup is on. I want to get rid of all that. I want to do the Alex drawers, the wood countertop vibe. Get like the two monitors, TV above it, so that my in the living room here and watch TV here. Speaking of TVs, I've had this 32-inch Vizio TV that I got in 2012 on Black Friday for $100. The reason I bought it is because I was playing Call of Duty on a tube TV. If you don't know what a tube TV is, then you're way too young. But no HDMI, no nothing. And I was playing on that, seeing that this deal was going on. My dad's like, hey, if you go wait in line, I'll buy it for you. 2012. So I waited in line, got that one. That's when I got my HD PVR for all the people like watch me back in COD and know what PVRs are. I got my PVR. I needed a new TV. Got that TV. It was $180 for a 32 inch Black Friday. Still had until last week. I was still using it as my TV up in my room. And I text my dad. I was like, "Hey, I need a TV in my living room because like I have friends and they've been asking me. I want to come over to your house. We want to chill, yada yada, and I'm cool with that. But I need some type of entertainment because I've had friends come here and I had to bring the 32 inch. So my dad gave me like a 45-inch TV. Dude's a freaking beast. So he did that, and I put it down here, and it was like not enough room on my desk for it to look good, and it really threw me off. Like my OCD was tripping. So I ended up taking these end tables that were right here, putting them up in my bedroom, and then setting the 45, 43 top there, and that's been in my room. So then I was like looking, and I was like on Facebook Marketplace because I'm on there all the time trying to flip stuff. Gary V's been telling me I need to flip stuff. Not me personally, but and I found this 55-inch LG TV. It's right here. The lady said that it's free. Come pick it up. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't turn on. All right. I work on medical equipment, so I can obviously work on a phone. So I went and picked the TV up. It's a 55-inch LG TV. It's an older TV. It's a smart TV, but listen to this shit. It doesn't have wireless capability to connect to the network. You have to plug a fucking Ethernet back of this thing. Old. And I don't even know how old that is. That might be new to some people. That's old for me. Anyways, thing weighs 150 fucking pounds. I about broke my hand trying to get it in and out of my car. It was raining. I took it apart, and you know, I work with a lot of electronics, so I was like, you know, I'll be able to fix it. So what I did was I came in, plugged it in, turned it on. It turned on. It worked. It was working. So I was like, oh shit. So I tried plugging in something into HDMI. There's 4 HDMI ports. Tried plugging something into HDMI. Started to connect. No signal. Did that with all 4 of the ports. So I looked it up on YouTube. I was like, there's got to be a way. Guy gets a hair dryer, and there's like a IC chip that goes to where all the HDMI connect to, and they're like, heat this up. So I have a heat gun, you know, for like shrink wrap and stuff. Pretty shit. But I heated that up to where the point where the components around it were melting. So I heated it up, plugged it back in, didn't work. So I was like, well, that's not gonna work. Went and looked up more YouTube videos. Now, came across this video where this guy takes out that board that the IC's on, puts it in the fucking oven. Now, I don't know if you guys know electronics, but I've never in my life heard of taking a board out of something and putting it in the oven. Okay? Let's just say I fucking tried it. It didn't work. So what I'm going to end up doing is I bought like a converter because it has like the red, yellow, and white things. I'm going to buy that and see if it works. If it works, I'll keep it. If not, I'm going to sell it for like $50 off Facebook Marketplace because I literally got it for free. Yeah, there's that. Speaking of oven, I told you guys that I was on a meal plan. Now, I'm 25. I'll be 26 in months. May 5th is my 6th. And so what I've been doing is been trying to eat healthy. Like no junk food, no Pop-Tarts, no chips, like if you want a snack, it's either like a protein bar, healthy, or fruits, vegetables. Like last night, you can buy these pre-cut like celery sticks, and I was using the celery sticks as a spoon and eating them dipped in peanut butter. And I do that casually now. The other thing is blueberries, but that's not the point. So what I do is my mom bought me an air fryer for Christmas, and I'm like, man, I really need to learn to use this. And I came across this dude who's a bodybuilder online or on YouTube. He had this like chicken recipe, and so I went and bought a bunch of the ingredients, but I ended up finding this Jack Daniel's like rub put on your chicken. So I use like lemon juice and virgin olive oil, and then this Jack Daniel's stuff, and salt, pepper, mix it all up, or so you cut it up, mix it all up, whatever. Get it all marinated, throw it in the air fryer for 25 minutes, bam, it's done. It's like super nice, it's super easy. The chicken isn't like the best shit I've ever tasted, but I can eat it like plainly. And then what I do is I get this minute rice. It's like 4 cups of rice. I make that. And what I used to do was put the rice in one Tupperware and then the chicken in the other one. But I bought these meal prep things to where you can just like make one meal, bam, put it in the thing, put it in the refrigerator, so then you can tell, I have 4 meals. I have 6 meals. And usually I buy like 5 pounds of chicken, and that feeds me for like a week and a half. And all I do is eat it for supper. So I eat breakfast here, usually have like peanut butter toast or eggs. For lunch, I eat at the hospital that I work at, and usually I just eat whatever. Sometimes I have a cheeseburger. Usually, like today, I had like a grilled chicken salad. They have like blackened catfish there. They have salmon there. Sometimes they serve steak. So I mean, it's just a little bit of everything. But I've been eating chicken and rice for supper almost every fucking night during the week. Now on the weekends, like I usually order burritos. I eat one burrito from this place called Hothead Burritos. Great food, so good, and it's like just enough to where you're not full, but you're not hungry. So I eat that, tastes good. But during the week, this happened actually last night when I was doing the whole circuit board and the fucking oven thing. So what I usually do is I get the two Tupperwares rice, chicken, put the rice on a paper plate, put the chicken on a paper plate, because I tried it in the air fryer a couple times, but it makes like the rice crunchy, and I don't like it. It like fries the rice and dehydrates it. So what I've been doing is put my oven at like 375, 400 around there, and I'll put the paper plate that has the rice and chicken in there for like 10 minutes. Everything's good. Everything's cool. I pull it out. The plate's a little hot. It's not melting. It's not burning, anything like that. So I was like, I think that these will be okay. They're like plastic. And so I was like, I don't think that the oven will get hot enough to melt it. So I just take the meal prep thing, take the lid off, and throw it in the oven. 375. All of a sudden, I start smelling something weird. And I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? I can't think. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm cooking food. I had this thing in the oven for like 5 or 6 minutes. And the fucking thing. So the bowl, it's like a rectangle. And the corners were pulled, melting back, and was dripping in the bottom of my oven. And I was like, you have got to be shitting me. I'm 25 years old and I'm just fucking melting shit. So then I had to pull it out and then dump all the food onto a paper plate and throw that away. I mean, it was actually destroyed. So mental note, I'll never do that again. But that just proves that I'm a fucking dumbass sometimes. I don't really know what was going on. But yeah, I melted that, nearly burnt the fucking house down. I can't tell you how many times, and it always happens when I'm eating supper. What I'll do is I'll go preheat the oven, and I'll dump all my food out on a plate. I'll come back in here, let the oven warm up, and usually I'll play a game or edit for a little bit, wait 10 minutes. Then I'll go back in the kitchen, put the plate in the oven, and I'll just let it sit there, let it cook. And I'll pull it out, let it sit down, and what I always do is top it off with Frank's hot sauce. If you guys don't fuck with hot sauce, I don't know what you're. If you guys don't fuck with hot sauce, you're actually missing. I'm not even kidding. Frank's hot sauce is my favorite. Some people like sriracha, some people like others, but you need to eat hot. Period. And so I top it off with hot sauce, and I come back here and I eat it. This has happened twice where I woke up, I got in the shower, got dressed, came down to make eggs, and my fucking oven was still on. So I left it on. I usually eat around 7 or 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock at the latest. Left it on all night, all morning. And then finally when I woke up to eat breakfast at like 6 o'clock, my fucking oven. I'm surprised I haven't burned my apartment down. But, so yeah. I've talked about a couple of goals. One of my goals is quit vaping. And what really, like, I never smoked cigarettes before. I started vaping, and it was like 2 weekends ago, we went out for my friend's birthday, and the Uber on the way back, she was a nurse. Like, I asked her, I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I vape in your car?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then I started, and she was like, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Sure." She's like, "Why do you vape?" And I got to think about it, and I'm like, "Why the fuck do I vape?" So I was just, thinking about it. And I vape when I'm not drinking, but I usually want to smoke something when I'm drinking. I don't know why. It's just something that I've trained my fucking brain to do. But I've always wanted to like get that buzz while I'm drinking, but then the nicotine just takes over and I'm addicted to it, and I want to do it like a week. So right now I'm not vaping nicotine, vaping CBD, just because like for some reason, like other times I'll get like the itch to like smoke, and I'll just like eat blueberries or something. Now I'll be good. But recently, I'll just like want to hit a vape. And the worst part is my best friends do it. The guys at work do it. I mean, no, if I leave this fucking house, if I leave my apartment, everywhere I go, there's always people doing it. Always in my, and like I would say, yeah, I'm addicted to nicotine just because like I don't know, but like if I really just sit down and think about it, like what really is happening is like I do 50 milligram salt, Nick. You guys fucking vape, you know what I'm talking. Um. Anyways, I do 50 milligram salt, Nick, and usually when you hit it, you get a buzz for like 30 seconds. Then you're good. Like you don't feel anything. You feel normal. Then you hit it, and then you're not supposed to hit it. If you hit it, you get a 30-second buzz, and then you're done. Like after a minute later, you don't feel anything, so you hit it again, and it just made no sense to me. Like I started thinking, I was like, dude, you're literally just like fucking inhaling this to get a 30-second buzz, and then fucking be done, and then have to smoke. So it's like imagine like rolling up a fucking J, smoking to get high for 30 seconds, get high for 30 seconds, and then bam, you're cold sober again, so you have to smoke again. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I quit vaping nicotine. I have like one, this fucking vape sucks, and the coils burn really easily. So my coils I have a CBD coil like tank pod, and I have a nicotine pod, and I have like a bunch of fucking here that I'm gonna give to my buddy. But like, I'm like, dude, you're literally hitting this for like a 1 minute buzz. And when I hit it, usually at work, fucking buzzed big time. Like, I have to like catch my balance if I'm walking. So, I've quit doing that. I've just been doing CBD because like sometimes I'll just get that. It's like there's like a fucking thing, a word for it. Like, I don't know. It's like someone who like likes to have like taste in their mouth. Like that's why the people gum. But I'm gonna just like I hit my buddy's vape who had nicotine in it at work, and the weekend's coming up, so it's gonna probably be awful. But I'm gonna use this, and then eventually I'm just gonna quit. And what I'm planning on doing with my fucking goals is I have them taped up on my wall, so every time I walk down the damn stairs, they're staring at me in the face, and I'm like, damn, I didn't fucking do that. I haven't done that yet. So once I eventually can get off vaping, get off CBD, and that's, I'm only gonna take it down if I do it for a fucking straight month without no fucking nicotine. This is CBD, and I know CBD is not as bad. It's still inhaling shit off of it. But once I do that, at the end of the year, I want to look at the catalog and see what I've done. And I have a bunch of shit, and I haven't even wrote like the big shit, like the big goals that I have. And I know eventually I should, like joining 100 Thieves. That's gonna be on there. I wanna open up for Mike Stud. That's one of them on there. Go on my own tour. That's another, like, and like when I finally fucking get enough money to buy a fucking MacBook, I'm gonna start like making my own music and stuff. And I've been writing shit. People have been asking me like, have you been making music? Yada yada yada. And I actually got like a really good compliment from, they said that I sounded like Logic. I'll fucking take that. And but I want to, like, a lot of my music has been fast paced. I want to slow it down a little bit. And I think it will work. Kind of like, and add some melodies in there, which I cannot fucking sing. Like, if someone would give me $1 million to like hit a fucking Justin Bieber, because like I fucking suck at singing, but good thing there's fucking auto-tune. And I'll make good music because I've wrote really good hooks for people who can sing. If I had like Russ or Justin Bieber or Shawn Mendes to do these fucking hooks, and I rap on the verse, I guarantee they'll be top 10. Easy. No fucking doubt about it. I am getting a text message from me right now. Let's see how I wonder how long. Oh, we're 25 minutes. So we got plenty of time. I've talked about TV. I've talked about melting. I wrote a bunch of notes. Talked about my setup. So let's just. Okay, I got some more stuff. So we're gonna talk this series when I'm by myself is going to be called. So like, I think it was cool because, back in the day when you had COD beef and shit like that, you won 1v1. But since it's just me, I was thinking 1vNone. I know it's fucking corny. I don't even care. I'm gonna call it that. They're literally zero process. The fucking title doesn't even matter. It's about the content. So I'm just gonna do 1v1. It's still gonna be the BLS Experience. You'll still be able to watch it on Spotify, or watch it on Spotify. You'll still be able to listen to it on Spotify. And I know there's like other apps that my last podcast went on, and you'll be able to watch that. But I know a lot of people will watch it on my YouTube channel. So yeah, it's gonna be called 1vNone, and I plan on traveling with my podcast. I'm gonna definitely going to TwitchCon, and I'm gonna go to a couple COD events, and I want to meet people there that I can bring back to the hotel room and do a podcast, and that will definitely happen. So yeah, I have wrote down what I did last weekend. So I've had a bad habit. I don't really call it a bad habit. I'm 25. I'm like in the prime of fucking drinking and shit and partying. So last weekend I went home. 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've seen my family. I've seen Jared, my friends Jared, Sarah, and Logan, or Bateman. They came up and visited me, which was like a really fucking good feeling, because last time I moved away from home and lived by myself, the only people who came and visited me, my mom and her boyfriend came and visited me. My dad and my stepmom came and visited me, and my grandma and grandpa came in. Those were the only people who, and like, came from my hometown, but it was 5.5 hours away. So that's a long fucking drive. I don't blame any of my friends. I'll never be pissed at any of my friends for like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and I only lived up there for 1.5 years. So I'm not going to be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you're not my true friend. You didn't come and fucking visit me. And it got to the point where I fucking would go home all the time, like every other weekend, and then that's when I moved back. But I know for a fact, like I'm supposed to be here. I understand that. Like I know, like shit happens for a reason, and I know that I'm supposed to be in Ohio. I'm supposed to be doing this job, and it's just really good to have someone actually, you can tell they fucking care about you when they drive 3 hours to come fucking stay with you. And we had a great time. We went to, there's an Air Force museum. We went there. I know a lot of you Call of Duty nerds. There's like a fucking Pavlo there. There's DC-130s there. There's Blackbirds there. UAVs, all this shit. It's super cool. And I mean, yeah, it's like a super dope place. We went and ate at BJ's. We had some brewery beer, which I personally don't like brew. I just like want to stick to my fucking beer, which is Bud Light, and I'll be good with that. But I tried these and they weren't bad. The food was fucking great, and we just had fun. We just sat in my living room and fucking played random like phone games. But I went back home. It's been like 2 months since I've been back. And I like literally got off of work at 4:30, went, filled my gas tank up, and got on the road. It takes me 3 hours to get home. And I called my dad, and my dad's like, "Hey, your grandma is going to be over my house. Just stop by my house." And I've been close to my grandma, kind of, not as much as I should be. My grandpa passed away on Thanksgiving, so she's had like a rough time. But the thing is she knows that anytime she needs to call me or wants to talk or wants to FaceTime, she can call me. I've just been focused on streaming. My job, I've been trying to like make sure that I'm fucking A1 at my job, get to work on time, even though there's not a lot of work for me to do right now because I'm still going through some, get my work done and fucking leave and come home. And I've been really like putting a lot of time into Mike's podcast, which I used to do the Twitter videos, but now I do the Instagram heavy, and I'm an intern, so I'm not getting paid for it. And he's just making the load lighter on me because in the Twitter videos you had to do. Anyways, we get back home and I walk in and I haven't seen my dad. My dad and stepmom bought a dog for my stepsister's 19th birthday, I think, and his name was Tucker. Me and Tucker have a good relationship. He whines and cries every time that he comes and sees me, which makes me feel good because I've never really had a pet like that, so I can enjoy the puppy love and all that, and not have to fucking take care of him as far as take him out to shit and piss and buy his food and take him to the vet and get his shots updated, and I don't have to do any of that. So he started whining, and then my grandma was over at my dad's place. And I love my grandma to death. Absolutely. Like, she's one of the best, most loving people ever. And I try to spend as much time with her as I can as I get older, because like especially losing my grandpa in last year, it was rough for me because a lot of the shit that I do as far as playing video games and as far as my work, which I work on medical equipment, I don't think that it would have been possible if he didn't do the shit and teach me the shit that he taught me at a young age. But my dad also has a lot of influence as well. Not the video game access, because my dad does not play video games. I don't think he cares as much now because I'm an adult and I can do whatever the fuck I want when I'm out. When I was younger, he did not like that shit. We've told stories about it, and he just thought it was a waste of time until the Phase 5 came in and he started seeing that I was making money off of doing YouTube. And then I think he got a glimpse of it, but I'm trying to get him into making YouTube videos and
streaming on Twitch because he likes to play guitar, and I think that he can grow
great audio. Anyways, I see my grandma. She starts, she gives me a hug and she hugs me tight. She starts crying and like that hits me in the feels because like you guys ever watch like those videos? There's like two types of videos that really hit me straight in the feels, gets me teary eyed. Is like homecoming videos of like veterans, not veterans, but active military that come home and surprise their family members. That's those videos usually are tear jerkers, and the other ones are like college athletes going into the draft and getting drafted into a team in the behind the scenes. Those ones are tear jerkers too. Like I watch a lot of those, and I'm just like thinking, man, one day what they're feeling, you're definitely gonna feel. And I think like whether it's going on tour or whether it's signing with 100 Thieves, I think it's not gonna be like all at once. Like you have like no hope, and then all of a sudden like shit starts happening. Like if when I join 100 Thieves, it's gonna be like gradual. You're gonna see like a gradual push. Like your numbers will start going up. You'll start getting like more viewers on your streams, more viewers on your YouTube videos, more people liking your tweets, more people liking your photos on Instagram, and all this shit. So it's gonna be gradual. It's not like right now I'm like a piece of shit and get like 50 viewers a video, and then bam, Nate Shot fucking recruits me to 100 Thieves. Like that's not gonna happen, and that's usually kind of like people who are getting recruited to the NFL, NBA. But anyways, grandma starts crying and like it hit me in the feels, and then I just don't want them to think that I'm growing up too much because I'm still a fucking kid. Like I might be 25, but I play video games and when you see me at like if you guys could see what I do at work, I act like a fucking doucher, 16-year-old doucher, and when me and Jared are together, sometimes we talk like little kids. So I mean, like I have that aspect of like being a little, what I'm saying. But went to the bowling alley, seen some of my friends. Drew was there, the guy with the mullet in the vlogs. He was there. Sarah was there, and then Fletcher and Spencer were there. Which I think that's funny because like my mom and her and their grandpa are, uh they call me Uncle Brad, which is I'm Fletcher's. So it's kind of funny in a way. But yeah, we went there, and then Friday night we ended up going bar hopping, and I didn't get drunk at all. I had a few drinks, yeah, and I had a DD. I ended up getting a DD ride back to my dad's house. Slept on my dad's couch. Woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I got home at like 3. Went to bed at like 4. Woke up at 8 o'clock to my dog stepping on my face. And so when I'm home, usually Tucker usually comes sleep. Doesn't sleep with my dad and my stepmom as much, just because he realizes he's getting bigger and he doesn't have a lot of room. They sleep in a queen size bed. So I mean, he finds a way. And what he likes to do is when I lay back, he likes to sleep up above my head. So I wake up at like probably like 7 o'clock to my stepmom yelling for him. Then I she gets him like a treat or something because she's in the bathroom, and he wouldn't get up. And so I can hear them, and then the next thing you know, I hear him get up, but he steps right on my. I was up. So I woke up, ate. My stepmom made me some breakfast, and I just chilled for a little bit, and then like noon came around, and I was like really really tired, and my stepmom had to get ready. We only have one. Only have one operating shower in that house, so I needed to take a shower. So I let her go before me, and I ended up taking a nap. And they had to go to the grocery store. Well, I woke up like 2 o'clock. They're getting back from the grocery store. and my dad was gonna cook. Uh, we were gonna go. So my dad's not good with Mexican food. He doesn't like some for some. It's not that he doesn't like it. It's that it does not cooperate with his stomach. He feels like shit after he eats it, and I don't know. I don't know why. He might be allergic to some shit. He's got that. He's got some weird disease that has to do. Can't remember, but it's gotten better. But there was like one point in time where he was going to like the hospital like every week and getting fluids put into him because I can't think of what it is. And I keep thinking fibromyalgia. It's not that. It's something different. But he made he asked me what I wanted to eat, and I was wanting to just have a beer. So like where I'm from, it's real small, and we have a couple restaurants there, and I was just like, I just really just want a beer. So anywhere that serves beer, I'm cool with that. Have a beer at dinner, and so he's like, well, we'll just cook food here and invite family over. So we invited my aunt, and her boyfriend, and then my great uncle, my grandma, stepmom, and my dad and me. That's and my dad made chicken and shrimp fajita. This was Saturday, so we ate that, and I had to do something. Oh, so I had to pick up my keys from the previous night at Jared's house, buddy's house, and when we were over there, found out that it was Margarita Day, and the big Mexican restaurant called Mi Pueblo, really really good restaurant, was serving dollar margaritas. So we're like, hey, let's just go there, yada yada yada, and they're like, and my friends were like, we're just gonna eat there, and I was like, well, my dad's making me something, so I'm gonna eat supper with my family, and then you guys can come get me, and we'll go drink dollar margaritas. And so we went there. We got dollar margaritas. I drank like 3 of them. We started to feel it. I got like the thing. I wish I had the clip, but so they're in these like short little mugs. They're not like the big jars that you see. They're these short little mugs. And we were towards the tail end of where we were getting ready to leave, and Jared's like, Brad, I need you to help me finish this one. I'm like, okay. So it's in the middle, and the straws are so short, you have to lean forward, and I really didn't want to lean forward, so what I did was, waitress gave it a bunch of straws, so I took this straw, bent this one, put a straw on. Took the other straw, bent it, put it on, so I can just sit back, sip on it, while I'm just chilling. And for some reason, we were just like feeling it, and it was so entertaining. We're in the middle of like the most popular Mexican restaurant. I'm got 3 fucking straws hanging out of the margarita, fucking sipping on it. My mom, her boyfriend, and my niece are in the table next to me. My sister and her boyfriend is in the booth next to me, and I'm just we're crying laughing because it's just like we're just like feeling it. So we ended up going to my buddy's place. We ended up playing a couple games of beer pong, drinking a little bit, and then we went out. And what's crazy, what I realized on Saturday night, so my stomach was hurting. My dad's stomach was hurting for the like. I felt all right when I was in Mi Pueblo, but I also got this like dip where they put like ground beef and they put queso on top of it. Yep, that's what I got. And then we get to the bar, and my stomach started. My dad's stomach was hurting. He could eat like he had one pita, and then he was like, "No, dude, I'm done. I might throw up." And I was like, so my stomach ended up hurting, and I had to take Midol. You guys know what the fuck Midol is? It's not for fuck guys. It's for girls, and their little cramps during their period. So, at least that's what I think they are. I don't know. So eventually, my stomach started to hurt so bad. I took one of those and I felt better. And then I just started slamming Jack and Cokes. slamming them. Drink like fucking 6 of them, 7 of them. It gets like 2 o'clock. I'm not even fucking drunk. And what's crazy is I'm 25 years old and I still haven't learned my limit that I can drink to where I'm fucking can get that glory zone where you're like tipsy and feeling good. And at the beginning of drunk. It's like sober. The fucking tipsy zone is this fucking big. And then bam, it's fucking drunk. And I've been holding back because I don't like being hungover. Every time I drink, that's one thing I think about. 2, I didn't feel good that night, but anyways. So, 25-year-old Brad, it's 2:30 in the morning. We're playing beer pong, hanging out in the back of the bar, which, if you're from Washington, where I'm from, you need to go to the Teak. We were playing, they're good music, free pool, beer pong in the back. You can't really beat it. The place is really popping since I moved to Michigan or to Ohio. And when we first went there was only like max 10 people that went there. So now it's popping. So congratulations, Kevin. But go there if you're watching this from Washington and you're 21. Go to the Teak. That's the place to go, not the fucking Angle or crazy places like that. So we're just having a good time playing fucking beer pong. And there was a lot of people there that I was friends with. And me and Jared are like the fucking beer pong partners. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I don't care if any of my friends fucking watch this. Read anybody. Me and Jared are the best fucking beer pong partners. We're like the fucking dynamic duo. Like, period. We're like fucking Tom Brady and Bill fucking whatever his last name is. Belichick. That's what we are. Like, you can't fucking, like, we're unbeatable. Like, my birthday, and I think it was my 23rd birthday, we went out to Ian's. I swear to God, we were 16-0. But it was a younger party, so I understand that. But we were 16-0. We were making fucking jokes how we've been standing here so goddamn long that my fucking imprints of my shoes are now on the concrete. And me and Jared are the fucking... If we're both on, you're in fucking trouble. Period. There was one time, the quickest game I've ever won of beer pong is 45 seconds. And I'm trying to think Sean. So, me and Drew, the guy with the mullet, my vlogs, were out at one of my old buddies, his place. And Drew usually isn't the best at beer pong. So I was like, all right, whatever. So me and him step up, start playing. No, it wasn't Sean. It was was it Jerry? I can't remember who we were playing, but they were shocked. We won this fucking beer pong game in 45 seconds. So I shoot, miss. Drew shoots, hits. They shoot, miss. I shoot, hit. Drew shoots, hit. He's heating up. We get balls back. I shoot, hit. Drew shoots, on fire. Balls back. We just kept fucking sinking him. Neither one of us missed for the rest of the game. Just fucking... I missed that first round, and Drew hit every single cup. And we won in 45 seconds. We beat the shit out of them. That's the fastest game I ever won. But as far as beer pong fucking partners, I swear to God, there's not a soul in this fucking... there's not a person on this earth that me and Jared can't beat. And I know Mike Stud and fucking Post like they are like the Bolina fucking champions. Me and Jared can take that shit from them. Like no frat guy, like no guys that are in fraternities, like all those people. We're fucking Southern Indiana, fucking country, play against country boys who play all the time, play against fucking Amish, we play against fucking city people, we play against every fucking breed, and we kick ass. Yeah, we lose a couple games here or there because I'm not on or Jared's not on. But if both of us are on, there's not a soul in the fucking world that we can beat, and that's fucking facts. I don't give a. But we're in Antique. Got beer pong in the back. Good competition. Logan Guy, Dance and Shake. Good competition. Logan Guy has got his own shot implanted in my head. Where when your last cup, usually like if people don't fill the water up much and you throw it in the water you hit it and it knocks the cup over, bam, that counts. So what Logan used to do was when it was last cup, and he would throw a fucking 4-seam fastball right at the fucking cup and hit it over. Knock it over. Didn't even have to fucking make it in. Is if you knock it over, it counts, according to us. So I call that the Logan Guy shot. So he's got a legendary name and you know, a legendary shot in my book. But we played against them. They beat us 2-0. The first game, or no, they beat us 3-0, 3-0. We didn't win a single game. First game, Jared's punk ass hit like fucking 1 or 2 cups. Second game, he hit like 3 cups. And the third game, I gave up by then, and I quit fucking trying, and I was like, whatever. But we do go on streaks, like on my birthday when we were fucking 15, 16-0. I mean, it was just like, we were just kicking the shit out of people, and we had a list in the middle of the table, and we were just like fucking crossing off names. Just like, who the fuck's that? So, we got beat by Jansen and Logan, which both are really good beer pong players. As far as, you know, Southern Indiana, you know, those guys could compete as well. Like, there's no, you know. But I truly believe that if me and Jared played fucking anybody, I know Post and Mike love play beer pong, and I'm gonna fucking mark this down right now. Me and Jared will play against Post and Mike, and we'll beat them easy. Everybody freaks out. I watched I was editing the one podcast where they won the Bellina Cup. The Bellina Cup is a ball in a cup. Ball in is Bellina, and they've had a couple games where like Post had Posty Fest, and they were playing beer pong in like the Dallas Cowboys locker room, and they were playing against people for like 10 G's. I don't have fucking 10 G's, bro. I make like $60K a year, so I don't have that shit. But a lot of people get fucking nervous because Post Malone's on the other side of the table with them. Like on the other side of the table of them. I feel like, to me, Mike is Post is obviously a celebrity, but Mike Stud is not. He's a celebrity, but I look at him as just a normal fucking dude who's like my older brother that I look up. Like if you know, my best friend got famous, like I wouldn't look at him as a fucking famous figure. I would look at him as that's kind of how I kind of feel what Mike is. Same with Post. Like Post is just like a normal ass fucking dude, and I know that, you know, if I ever hung out with him, I'd be cool with him because we got the same vibe, you know. But if Mike and Post were playing against me and Jared, speaking of this, on our fucking like good sized fucking table, because when me and Jared lost to fucking Logan and Jansen, we're playing on a fucking like 6-foot table. That's literally as long as my arms. That's shit. If you play beer pong on 6-foot table, you know what you are? You're a fucking rookie. That's what you are. Like, you need to play on fucking 10-foot tables, like, and watch your fucking elbows and be able to hit the fucking shots. I can't play on short tables. I hate it. It fucks with my head. I need, like, if you're really, what you need to be playing on is ping pong tables without the net. So if you set your fucking, like, your back row of cups need to be on the edge, take the fucking net off if you want, and that's how far it needs to be. If I do that and me and Jared play it, I mean, there's not a goddamn soul in the fucking world that can beat us. Seriously, there's no fucking way. And so yeah, we lost that, but I mean, shit. That's how shit happens. But we're gonna get off this. We're gonna start wrapping it up. Um, I've just been chilling, really. I don't really know what you guys want. I'm really making this. I'm really doing this type of shit so that when I'm 50, I can watch back and be like, "Yo, dude, I fucking remember that." I'm not really doing it to get viewers. And I know there's gonna be a couple guys who watch this whole thing. I know that for a fact because you guys are loyal as fuck. But if you want to give me topic ideas and shit like that, I'm gonna be doing this once a week. If it gets fucking hectic, we'll do it twice a week because I really don't fucking do a whole lot of shit. Um, I know that you guys kind of want to see the apartment tour. It's not that great. It's really fucking small, open plan with a loft. That's really all you need. Uh, yeah, I enjoy doing this, just getting lost in conversation. It's kind of like meditating, you know. It's kind of like talking to a therapist without someone being there, you know. So like, I just literally just talk to myself for fucking an hour, and I'm cool with that. I when I thought about it at first, I was like, but then I started really thinking about it. I was like, dude, that's a fucking brilliant idea. And then whenever I want fucking guests to come in, I can have guests. It's cool. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you guys listening to all the shit that I had to say. If you guys, I'll be, make sure you guys like tweet me like updates because we're talking about it. I didn't talk about any updates just because I rambled on about shit that happened in the last week and my goals. I will definitely do that. And I guess I'm recording this on Friday, so I'm guessing I'm gonna put it out on Saturday. So Friday nights, I'll record. Saturday, I'll fucking post. That's gonna be I've been trying to learn discipline. Every Friday night, I'm gonna record. Saturday, that's when you'll see this video. So, if you guys have questions, I would love to answer questions in this. If you guys have questions for me, I'm not usually I answer it in the comments just because it's like fucking easy for me and I get excited when I see notifications of people asking questions in the comments. I'm not gonna answer it in the comments anymore. I'm gonna answer it like this. So if you have questions like that, or you can fucking tweet me and just say you want it in the podcast. Just anything like that. Like I'm cool with that. But we're got a lot to talk about next week because there's shit that I've wrote down. I just wanted to do like an intro what this is. And yeah, you got it. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys stuck this long, I really appreciate it. And I think this is cool for me. I'm not really I'm gonna be a little bit selfish. I'm not really doing it for you guys. Honestly, I can give a fuck if you guys watch it because what I want to do is when I'm fucking 50, 60 years old and my fucking 12-year-old son is like, Brad, what were you like when you were 5? He's not gonna call me Brad, but pour me a drink and fucking sit down and talk about it, So I really appreciate it. I'll try to get more people on the podcast, but this is gonna be a weekly thing. And I promise you guys that. It's gonna be a fucking weekly thing. We're gonna update ourselves on the goals. You guys have goals that you're gonna write down. Fucking write them down. And then tell me how it goes. In the fucking comments. We'll shout a couple people out. We'll answer some questions from people in the comments. If you're listening on fucking Spotify or Apple Music, come to my fucking YouTube channel. Watch the visuals. Great. Chilling on my fucking couch. Guess what? This couch, brand fucking new with end tables, $100. I mean, I'm not a fucking. Alright. I really do appreciate you guys listening. I didn't get through all the shit that I wanted, but I want to keep these around. So, yeah. Uh, really just let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any questions for the podcast that you want me to answer on the podcast, let me know. I'll fucking answer them. If we get enough content, we're this month, which is March coming up. In March, we're just gonna do one episode. If it gets so fucking hectic that I can talk about these stories and answer your guys' questions, we'll do 2 a week. I'm so down with that. So down. This fucking setup's wild, but you know, I'm just cool with I'm literally just fucking. I never get to sit on this couch. I bought this couch for fucking $100. This is the first time I've sat on it. No fucking shit. No, this is the first time I've sat on this couch, and I spent $100 for it, and I'm fucking gonna make the $100 out of it. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate you guys watching. You can either comment your questions. I would love if you have questions. Please, just put them in the fucking comments on the YouTube video. If not, fucking tweet them at me and put like hashtag 1vNone. Like that's all I need to know. But yeah, I would love to answer questions on it because that will make it way fucking easy for me. I won't have to go off the top. I've just been writing notes on my phone of random shit I've been doing. But yeah, I appreciate you guys listening and hope you guys have a good. Wow, dude, I'm like feeling it. Dude. I had burritos. But yeah, appreciate you guys listening. Ask questions. It can literally be fucking anything. You can ask me like literally what kind of fucking tires do I get on my. I don't think my picked that up. Like Google asking me questions. But I appreciate you guys listening. We'll be back next week. Either comment on the YouTube video questions or tweet me questions and hashtag 1vNone. This has been your boy BLS, and I thank you guys for listening. God damn, I'm already feeling. I need to fucking eat something. But yeah, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Be fucking responsible. Don't fucking drink and drive. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.